Howdy mates, here's a part 3 video, still over at Celery Fields in Sarasota, but in this video I want to focus upon a concept known as a microforest. Now, some of you may be thinking like, okay, what does that really mean? Well, a microforest is basically an attempt to restore a forest that was once lost for a time. So, usually a microforest is a long-term project. It's not something that you will see, like results right away. It takes time. I mean, you see like initial results, so you see like some of the new tree growth, but to actually see like the distinct layers that make up a forest, that takes, at least a decade for that to go into effect. But this is also in part of the Sarasota Audubon Society, as well as it's an acronym called SURF. Now, this is a prime example of what ecological restoration is, because I actually did a video on that just the other day. Now, with that being said, there are actually quite a few benefits to make note of whenever you do see a microforest. So, for one, with the diversity of trees that are in here, it essentially promotes a carbon sink, which is where carbon dioxide is absorbed through the trees via the stomata, which is like an opening, a microscopic opening in the leaf to take in that carbon dioxide to essentially produce oxygen. But then it uses that carbon for its life to be sustained. It's actually quite amazing how photosynthesis and respiration go entirely hand in hand, because you can't have one without the other. Now, so that's one particular benefit. Another is it can slow down the amount of erosion that can occur in a given area. So like the more trees you have, you're bound to have more root systems. And essentially that water can have a chance to be absorbed by those roots, because trees need water just as we do. In a sense, we are very biologically similar to trees. Now, since there is a slower rate of erosion that goes hand in hand with slowing down runoff, that can lead into any rivers, and then eventually the bay, and even the ocean. So, for a lot of you fellow Floridians who live or travel down here, we need these type of ecosystems to really slow down the exacerbation of algal blooms that happen, because those nutrients such as phosphates and nitrates can be absorbed by the roots of the trees. And in addition, as a final benefit, but not all of them, they promote shade, especially in a very urbanized community, very much like Sarasota. So, like I said, these are neat. And in having a microforest too also helps restore wildlife. So like you'll commonly see yellow rumped warblers, mourning doves, cardinals, a lot of migratory birds too. So I mean, we really need microforests. They're a great solution. And actually, I want to provide a shout out to a friend of mine, Sean Patton, who owns Stalking Savvy. He's actually based in Sarasota. He's actually done some work out here, and he has a very excellent company too. He basically promotes habitat restoration and also educating the common people what steps we can take to help restore an ecosystem without the use of pesticides, fungicides, and among other harmful chemicals. So instead, he actually uses the ecosystem services that already exist in the natural world to help refurbish a given area. It's quite remarkable. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Actually, I can see a monarch flying nearby. And by the way, not all monarchs fly to Mexico. In case if any of you did not know that. They actually indeed fly down here too. So, whoever has mentioned that they only migrate to Mexico, that's not the truth. They come down here just the same. It's alright, you guys. Enjoy your Wednesday. And once again, journey on a journey is outwards. Take care, folks. See ya.